And good evening.
Hello. Hello, Justin. How are you?
I am excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, it's fucking pyramids and shit.
There sure is.
That's so cool.
I know you don't know about this, but see the massive horns at the back?
Oh, yes.
That's Nicol Bolas. Nicol Bolas is a giant dragon that fucks everyone.
Really?
Yeah, that's the
He just
story.
whips it out.
and
fucks everyone.
And people die.
This is Magic Jewels, a little game that we forced Matt to play a little while ago, and it was quite hilarious. Basically,
He enjoyed it. Or we enjoyed it. We enjoyed him
there was
not
enjoyment.
enjoying.
There was enjoyment. This is the online version, or one of the online versions of Magic the Gathering. And it gets all the updated new cards as they are released. And this is going to be a little video on the newest set called Amonkhet.
Yep.
Listen to that fucking music.
It sets the tone perfectly.
Yeah. I'm dancing, by the way. Yes. You know everything about Magic. What is the relevance of Amonkhet in the universe?
So what's happened is at the end of Ether Revolt.
Okay. That was the last set.
That was the last set.
Gotcha.
Basically, a whole bunch of the Planeswalkers found out that Nicol Bolas is
the giant fucking dragon.
Yeah, the giant fucking dragon. He's on the plane of Amonkhet. So the Gatewatch have decided that they are going to attack Nicol Bolas. Now, Ajani, who was a giant cat,
Whoa! Slow down, Einstein.
So there's also a giant cat that's also
There's also a giant cat. Okay, there's a giant cat.
Yeah. He said...
Does he fuck everyone too?
No.
With his cat penis, with the little spikes
with the barbs and everything.
Oh.
Yeah. No, he said, you know what? You guys really shouldn't fuck with Bolas. I tried to fight him once and I only just managed to get away with it.
He had a sore butthole for years.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He just got away with it, and now these young whippersnappers are all like, we're going to kill Bolas, and they're going to fail, and I'm going to be happy because I like people losing.
Okay, fair enough. So let's look at the splash menu for Amonkhet. Now it's Gideon in front of him. Oh, he's got fucking Wolverine claws and shit. He's so badass.
Gideon of the Trials.
Oh, Gideon of the Trials, yes. So first of all, I just got a shitload of gold because I want to get a heap of boosters and open them in this video to show you guys some of the new cards you can get in this series. We've been chatting a bit before this video about what kind of cards we want to get. What are you looking forward to, Juzzy? You start off.
Well, I play a certain type of Magic, and I really want to get the card Archfiend of Ifanar.
Archfiend of Ifanar. That's some kind of black demon dude, isn't it?
He's a giant black demon. He's got flying, and whenever you cycle or discard another card, you can put a neg1 counter on each creature of your opponent's control.
Alright, there's a lot of stuff going on in what you just said.
Yes.
First of all, we got cycling.
So I play a deck that revolves, its whole theme is cycling. Cycling says, for a certain amount of mana, in this case 2, you can discard this card, and you can then draw a card.
Which is cool.
So when you discard a card, it goes straight to your graveyard, and then you just draw a new card. So basically, you're sort of getting rid of it to then...
As someone that's never used cycling, I can understand because you often have situations where you get your first opening hand in the game and you get a really high cost, really awesome spell. Now, the way Magic works is you build up mana gradually through each turn.
Yep.
If you have something that, say, costs 6 mana in your opening hand, you might go, well, that's not going to come out for at least 6 turns. That's assuming I get 1 mana every single turn. So the option to cycle it would be fantastic. You might get another card which might be cheaper or might be... something you can play immediately.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. It keeps the game interesting. It keeps your deck working for you.
Exactly.
Which is awesome. You also talked about neg1 counters.
Yes.
Which basically takes 1 off the amount of damage the creature can deal and also takes 1 off the amount of damage a creature can sustain.
Yes.
Which is a persistent effect which stays through the game. There's been lots of cards up until this point which does neg1 until the end of turn, and then in turn they get their full stats back again.
Yep.
This is permanent.
Yep, which is just going to ruin so many people's day. Indeed. And make me so happy.
I'm really looking forward to the cartouches and trials. Now, trials are enchantments which come into the game and they stay. They're a persistent effect.
Yep.
But these are different. They don't have a persistent effect on the game. They only have an effect when they come into play. But when you play a cartouche, they return to your hand. which means you can then play it again.
Exactly.
And then repeat that effect. I'm liking the look of the black ones. The black trial, called Tribal Ambition, is when you play it, your opponent must sacrifice a creature. Which could be
powerful.
Which is always good, could be amazing.
Yeah.
And the cartouche, also in black, I'm looking forward to, is you put an enchantment onto one of your creatures, and again that returns trial to your hand.
Yep.
That creature gets +1/+1 and lifelink, and you give one of those neg1 counters to your opponent.
And there is, in this set, there is a lot of work with these neg1 counters.
Exactly.
What else is coming out?
Yeah, we've got some cool Planeswalkers.
Planeswalkers, the first ever Planeswalker with an X in its cost.
Yes, Nisa, Steward of the Elements.
So this is X, a green and a blue.
+2 loyalty counters, you scry 2. That's awesome. Yep, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
Look at the top, for 0, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card or creature card with converted mana cost less than equal number of loyalty counters on, that is a fucking mind bend. Okay. Yeah. So basically, you can cast it for a really high amount and then start spawning creatures for free.
Off the 0. It's just...
It's weird.
It's an odd card, but I kind of like it.
The idea is you can scry 2, and then next turn you'll draw the first of those 2, and the second one, assuming how you played it, you might happen to know that's going to be a big creature, which then you can cast for free.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
And then there's also the Neg 6, which is you untap up to 2 lands
you control. They become 5/5 elements and flying, and create a bunch of free creatures and just fuck shit.
Yeah. So this is interesting because you can play it early game for a low cost, 3 mana.
Keep scrying 2. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Or late game, say you've got 11 mana, you dump 9. And then all of a sudden that 0 has just become so powerful, it's not funny.
You just, And there are other cards that can scry. You can scry with a spell or instant and then use that.
Yep.
And that's great.
Yep.
Also, looking forward to Gideon of the Trials, another Planeswalker. Just because of his I guess what you'd call his quote-unquote ult ability. It's not really. It's a 0 cost. You get the emblem. As long as there's a Gideon Planeswalker on your team, you can't lose the game.
Yep.
And your opponent can't win the game, more importantly.
Yep.
That is fucking hilarious.
What's great is there's no way to destroy an emblem in this game.
You're also looking at the card Bone Picker. What's the deal with this one?
Now, this card reminds me a lot of a certain card called Delver of Secrets. That's what the card's called.
Cool.
Delver of Secrets was a 1-cost blue card that was a 1/1, and what happened is at the start of the turn you looked at the top card of your library. If it was an instant or a sorcery, it would flip over and it would then become a 3/2 creature with flying. This is basically the same.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
1 cost for blue. This is in my partner's deck. It's the best blue, one of the best 1-drop blue creatures ever printed.
Yeah, very easy to make that work.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the idea of this Bone Picker having exactly the same stats.
That's amazing.
And possibly, for casting it for 1 black during a turn, provided that you've got a creature.
And it has Death Touch.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you don't know, Death Touch is if it deals damage to any creature, it kills it. Let's open some packs. Let's do this shit. Oh, I'm so pumped. By the way, the idea in this, where if you want to get the starter box, you either buy a pack or you complete the campaign. So I'm going to get the starter box for Amonkhet as soon as I open these packs.
Oh, cool.
Which is awesome. Which gives you very, very basic cards. You can't build competitive decks out of it, but you have the makings of basically any deck you want.
Okay, so that'll help us along.
Ooh, there's a nice new emblem there. Let's click on that. All right, here we go. Okay. Number 1.
Opening.
So the rare's in the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah. It is.
Ooh.
Timid.
That's cool.
Vizier of... Vizier. Oh, that's like Jafar. My royal vizier. It's a white-blue. At the beginning of combat, your turn. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 to end of turn and can't be blocked.
Which is pretty interesting.
Which is pretty cool. And he can embalm, which creates a token of himself.
Yeah, so...
so he can do it to himself.
No, so what happens is, with embalm, if the creature goes to the graveyard...
Yes.
You can then pay that mana to then turn it into a white zombie version of that exact card.
And it is a token.
And it is a token.
It is a token. That's what I'm saying. So if he embalms himself, he can then cast it on himself, which is cool. Yep. I dig it. I'm very keen to play zombies, so that's something cool. Oh, look at this Lady Thor bullshit going on. I dig that. What do we got next? All right, Rags.
Ooh.
Oh, now this is a dual card.
Yes.
This is a card that you cast, and then you may cast again out of your graveyard.
Yep.
So this is Rags to Riches,
yep,
as you can imagine.
So it starts at Rags.
All creatures get -2/-2. That's pretty brutal for black.
Yep.
Because black creatures don't often have high stats. But if you happen to have lost all your creatures and you go, fuck you.
Well, just imagine if you had a certain bird. A bird might be the word.
A bird might be the word. And Riches, which is a blue. So obviously you want to play this in a blue-black deck.
Yep.
But honestly, you could just play that in a black deck.
Yeah.
And just forget Riches. Yeah, that's an option. Aftermath, so you cast it out of your graveyard and then exile it.
Yep.
Each opponent chooses a creature he or she controls. You gain control of those creatures.
Seven cost is
7 to take control of a creature.
Yeah.
Now, in certain situations, that could be amazing, but in a lot of situations, it's like, oh, here, have my 1/1 token.
Exactly.
Go nuts.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So you've got to have it at the right time. It's a bit of a
It's
meh
the kind of card where you just go Rags. If you want to cast it later, you do. If they've got fuck all, you go, well, fuck it, I'm not going to do it.
Well, I mean, if you
unless you've got nothing else to play. So, well, just give me the 1/1, why not?
If you're lucky, you play the Rags, you've killed out all their small creatures, they've got one big creature left, you play Riches. That's probably the best way to look at it.
Jesus, man, you'd need 11 mana on the table to do that, though.
Yeah.
Look, I never said it ain't no big thing. It ain't no big thing.
I never said it was going to be easy.
That's great. I got it! I got the Cartouche of Ambition! Dun, 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 dun. 6 left. I love this. Nothing makes me happier than just opening boosters. Alright, okay. Glory Bound Initiate. You may exert Glory Bound Initiate as it attacks. When it does, it gains +1/+3 and gains lifelink until end of turn.
Exert says you use the ability, and when you attack with this card, it will get +1/+3 and lifelink.
That's right.
But it won't untap next turn.
Yeah, the next chance you have to untap it, you unexert it, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And then it will untap next turn. So it's a big swing, and then he has to take a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
There is a way to get around it, though. Having some untapped creatures.
Oh, yes, having things that untap.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that can be a bit tricksy if you want to go that way.
And look, a 2-cost 3/1 with lifelink.
Yeah. It becomes a 4/4 with lifelink.
Yeah, that's cool. It's not amazing, but that's cool. That'll definitely go into some white decks I have.
Ooh, big Sphinxy dude.
Ooh, big Sphinxy Sphinx. The green thing?
Green cartouche.
And a cat. Regal Carcaracal. What? That's a word, apparently. Cats you control.
A bunch of cats?
Whoa, and lifelink.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And both will create 2. Oh.
Yeah.
So 2/1/1, and they're +2. They're both 2/2 with lifelink.
Yeah.
That's well worth 5 mana. Yeah. You don't even need other cats. That's great. That's great. I mean, obviously you're going to want other cats, but still.
Yeah.
Alright, number 4.
Yeah.
We have Heart Piercer Manticore. When Heart Piercer Manticore, that's a fun word to say, enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Heart Piercer Manticore deals damage equal to that creature's power to target creature or player.
Do you need another breath?
What the fuck did that? Oh, and he can embalm as well. Fuck yeah.
So basically, when he comes into play, you can sacrifice a creature.
One of your guys, and that power is then dealt to
straight to either a creature or a player. So
you could just have it. Consular Dreadnought with siege modification 10. There you go. 10 damage straight to your player.
Yep.
And you can do it again. That's fucked. That's absolutely fucked.
And
Bone Picker. Nice. Nice. Cool.
That makes me happy. Oh, Magma Spray. Ooh.
Heaven and Earth. Here we go. Heaven deals X damage to each creature with flying. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. So obviously you play that in a deck without flying.
Well, or hope that...
Very conditional.
Yeah.
Very conditional. You can't force your opponent creatures to be flying, can you?
No.
No.
But the idea is you use Earth.
Aftermath. Earth deals X damage to each creature without flying.
Yeah. So you take that one, or
they swing, they wipe out everything you have, Heaven, flip, Earth. Yeah. And you fuck up everything.
Yep.
I mean, you want lots of mana to do it. I mean, a lot of these cards rely on a shitload of mana.
They do. But
That's
it's fun.
great. That's great. Like I thought, like what's the deal? Like I get it. Right, fair enough. Festering mummy, yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And the artwork.
Yeah, it's just one cost 1/1, and then you deal a -1, -1, and it dies. That's just really solid. There has been a version of that before called Shambling Goblin, which when it died, all the same stats, zombie goblin, but when it died, it made a creature -1, -1 until end of turn. This is permanent, so this is better.
So yeah, strict upgrade.
Strict upgrade. That's just fucking awesome. Champion of Ruinous. You may exert Champion of Ruinous as it attacks. When you do, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the... Whoa!
Yeah. Guy's good.
Whoa. 4 cost, and it's like, yep, and here's a 10 cost creature.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Actually, fuck off.
Yep.
That's...
Wizards are doing the right thing with that card. I like it.
That's... Blood Rage Brawler. When Blood Rage Brawler enters the battlefield, discard a card. Yeah. Good with madness.
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Wow. Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Madness.
No
Madness.
real downside.
Madness with that.
Yeah.
So you trigger things like Distemper of the Blood.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's great. That's
Ooh.
Throne of the God Pharaoh. At the beginning of your end step, each player loses life equal to the number of tap. Fuck
That's
off!
cool.
Fuck off!
I like
That
that.
is going straight into my vampire deck. Those guys do not stop swinging.
Yeah.
Oh, it costs 2.
Yeah.
It's coming out early. Oh, I love everything about that. Kitty Cat. We have another champion of Ruinous.
And we've got another flip card.
Another flip card. Destined to lead. All right, here we go. I love how they're always something to something.
Yeah.
It
So just
clever.
works so well.
Yeah. Target creature gets +1 and gains indestructible.
Yeah, that's not bad. But
All creatures able to block.
kind of worth it.
So, you have an amazing creature, +1, indestructible,
Well,
and then you force everything to block it.
or you have one tiny creature, a little 1/1.
So you're saying my 1/1 servo artifact is now destined to lead my army of vampires.
Because while he's attacking, they've got to block him.
And then everything else swings.
through.
Fucked.
Yeah.
It's actively fucked.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that I was like, I was like, oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Now you need 6 mana to do both at the same time. That's not unheard of.
No.
That's a game winner right there. I'm so happy. All right. Last booster.
Final booster.
All right. Lady Thor. Give me something good.
What do we got?
Rags to riches
Rags to
again.
Riches.
Righto.
I mean, it's not bad.
Not exactly what I wanted to of, but
it's not bad. But
I'll think about what I can do with that because I think Trial of Zeal, nice. I'm getting all the trials and cartouches. They're just coming out. This is awesome. What's this guy do? Merciless Javelineer. Javelineer is a great word.
It does really not roll off the tongue at all.
2 discard a card. I'm getting a feeling Minotaurs are going to be good with Madness.
Yeah.
Put a -1 counter on target creature. That creature can't block this turn. Yeah, cool.
Ooh, that's a bit fun.
Hence you throw a javelin at them, in other words. Yeah.
They took a javelin to the knee.
Awesome. Good cards.
We got 12.
I got the one on the front. That's always a good sign.
Yep.
Didn't get a lot of the cards I wanted, but I got like the fucking cartouches and trials and shit.
Yeah.
Let's actually play a game. Let's jump right into the campaign.
You got the bird.